We are live. Testing. We're back. Some minor technical difficulties, but we're here. Much better camera angle this time. You heard. We got one person in here. Let's go. Had some technical difficulties. Had to restart it, so you might get 2 notifications, but we're back. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. We got 2 people in now. Let's go. How we doing, guys? Put some questions in the chat. I'll be hanging out for a little bit here. What's up, Joey from Kansas? What an interesting state to live in. I know Joey, guys, by the way. He's our content director. I like to chirp him because he lives in Kansas. He's the only guy I know in Kansas. First time here, no questions yet, Chris. Well, welcome, man. I appreciate you you joining. What is it that you're doing right now for work, Chris? Ooh, this bacon neck is not doing me good. Need to switch my shirt. Sales from being retired. You came out of retirement to do sales. What do you sell? Text marketing just started. Nice. You sell like a software solution for text marketing? Hi, brothers. How are you? I have a question. What do you think and do about the customers who can just work directly with the cleaners, employees without the company? What do you think? Ali, what do you mean? Because they shouldn't know. They should just know it's your cleaner. You're talking about customers who want to do a deal with your cleaner. If that's the case, then you've got to be more clear and upfront about your expectations when you onboard the cleaners, and making sure you're doing things like the test clean, so you know they're not going to try to steal your customers or make offers to your customers. And on top of that, in the agreement they signed, it says, hey, if you try to steal our customers, we're going to sue you. Now, will you ever sue them? No, you won't. But it's usually enough to scare them away. And if you guys are just getting here, I've talked all about cleaning businesses, building them, growing them, making money with cleaning businesses. If you have questions, put them in the chat. Also, if you're here, hit the like button, run up the like. Let's get this ranked up higher. Does that answer your question, though, Ali? Dean, projected to make $650 in net profit today for my remote cleaning business. Thanks, man. Nice, man. How long you been running the business for? And are you in HSA or no? I see you comment sometimes, Dean, so I appreciate the love, man. Big W. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Let's go. Also, if you guys don't know, I'll put the link in. Or actually, Joey, can you send the link if you're watching? Send the link. I'm doing a live masterclass. It's free from start to finish, how to start and grow a cleaning business completely remotely from anywhere in the world. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific, so in about 3.5 hours coming up, I'm doing a live training. Come to that. Check it out. and I'll give you guys some freebies for coming. Yo, John, what's up, man? We were talking about doing Zens earlier in the DMs. I don't know why I don't see your link, Joey, so I'll just plug in the link myself. That might be too much of an ask for Joey. I don't think he knows how to copy and paste links, so it's all good though. I'll get the link right now. Might be a bit of a crazy ask. Oh yeah, it's in the description. What sector is better, commercial or residential? Let me grab this link and then I'll answer that in depth, because both have their pros and cons. Okay, bro, that hurts. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Okay, here's the link, guys. So click that, register. It's tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. That being said, though, commercial versus residential, good question. So I like residential because you get paid same day, right? Not only do you get paid same day, but customers in residential have different willingnesses to pay, right? So what I'm willing to pay for my apartment is going to be different than what my neighbor is going to be willing to pay for their apartment, right? I might be willing to pay $350. My neighbor might be willing to pay $250. So you can charge a lot higher prices because different customers have different willingnesses to pay, and you don't have to deal with the net terms, right? Your cleaner shows up to do a residential job, you're going to pay them because you get paid the same day, right? And you're not going to have any cash flow problems. Whereas with commercial, you're competing against a lot of other cleaning companies, and lots of times these commercial facilities are going to go with the lowest price. Not to say every time, but most of the time. Not only that, but a lot of the times you're going to have to wait for payment to be sent out. So you might have to staff a job for a week and pay the cleaners that week, and then you have to wait another week to get that payment. And so it creates cash flow problems. On the other hand, though, what's good about commercial, it's very sticky, right? So once you land these commercial contracts, it's very easy to keep them as long as you continue to do a good job, right? It's a pain in the ass to switch for the building owners or maintenance managers, facility directors, whoever you're selling to. So as long as you continue to do a good job, then it creates really repeatable and sticky revenue for your business. So those are pros and cons. Now, once you get up to scale, right, and once you get up to scale, you want a good mix of both. So you don't want to be too reliant on just one, but having both is good. So it's got its pros and cons for both. I live in Toronto, Canada. How can I start a cleaning business here? Fun Pirate Vlogs, welcome. So you can start a cleaning business anywhere in Canada. Like we've got clients all over Canada. We got some in Toronto. We've got some in Alberta. We got them everywhere. Calgary, Quebec, Francie. Nice to meet you, Francie. Yeah, I mean it's no different, right? So if you watch our content, you can just follow the same steps and just apply them to Canada. It's no different. So we service the US and Canada as far as who we help. But if you're just looking to get started on your own, then you just follow the content. It's no different. Google local leads is a must. Yes, absolutely, Mike. It's a must because it's low hanging fruit. It's super easy to get set up, and you get leads who are really high intent, right? The leads that you're going to get pushed from Google local service ads are people who want cleaning services, right? They're already searching, they're already high intent. You should be able to close at 40, 50, 60%. And so I don't recommend you be reliant on it and use it as your only advertising channel, but it's really, really good because it's super easy to set up and then you're going to get leads that close. So it's simple. Do you guys do subcontracting? Yeah, we're big on the independent contractor model. We don't like W-2s because you have to pay for things like equipment and workers' comp and payroll tax, stuff like that. Any guidebooks or course provided? Yeah. So actually, Francie, I'm doing a masterclass today. It's free, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give out a bunch of free stuff. It's like a free course, live though. So I'll be there talking to you. You say, hey, I'm Francie. I was in your live earlier. I'll shout you out. The link's in the description. Joey's in here. He's helping out too. But come to that. It's going to be live. So I'm really excited for it. And then if you watch all of our other content too, there's a bunch of free stuff we put out in the descriptions. So, yeah, come to that and then you'll have everything you need to know. We post all types of stuff. Francie, how long have you been following? I'm in Boston. Can you send me janitorial work? Inside Home Service Academy, we do send leads to people. So what I recommend, Mike, is come to the free training tonight and see if you get some value out of it, which I promise you will, because it's going to be really good. I'm going to show you from start to finish how to get leads. So come to that, and then yeah, I'll answer all your questions. Maybe 6 months. Oh wow, 6 months is a long time, Francie. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Yeah, it will be available for replay, Mike, but you'll only be able to get it if you register. So make sure you register at least, even if you're not going to show up. Click the link, register, and then you'll get emailed the replay link right after. What's going on? We got 10 people in here. Where's everyone from? Comment where you're from, what you do. If you have a cleaning business, if you don't, if you're interested in starting a cleaning business, we'll talk about it. I'll be on live for a while here. Oh, baby, do you know what that's worth? I'm not seeing any questions, guys. Hit me in the chat. Let's get active in here. Boston just started cleaning business, have all my legalities in order. Nice, man. Congratulations. Boston's a great market, man. It's a big metro, so I'm sure you can do some damage in there. Just make sure you stick with it, right? Cool thing about cleaning is, I mean, you see all these buildings even behind me, right? Like all these buildings get dirty over and over and over again. And so knowing that, like it's something that some people are always going to need. So as long as you can get in front of enough eyeballs, you'll get jobs. Recent days, I was watching constantly the videos. I still work as a heavy duty house cleaner for a company. I am planning to start one. So for me, the remote cleaning business is good to me. I want to start my own company. Yeah, I mean, hey, Francie, look, we did that too. We started off as cleaners. We were in the field doing the cleaning ourselves. And knowing what I know now, I would never do that again. And it's not to say it's a bad thing, but if you already know how to do the cleaning, you've done it for long enough, you kind of know what to look for in someone when you're hiring. And so if you know how to hire people and you learn that skill, well, now it changes the game for you because you can service that many more jobs and you don't have to bust your back doing the actual cleaning yourself. So I like where your head's at with it. If I started the cleaning company today, what steps would I take? So I'd file an LLC, right? That's done. I would get Booking Koala to store all my customer information. I would get open phone, so I'm not mixing my personal number with my business number. Then I would also get insurance for my cleaners. So that's about 60 to 80 bucks a month. You can go through Thimble or Next. And then once I've done that, I'm setting up my Google business profile. I'm setting up Google local service ads. I'm turning that on. I'm putting all the ad spend on a credit card so that I have 30 days to pay that ad spend back with the jobs that I actually book, right? Because you don't have to pay that for 30 days and you can basically acquire the customers, book the jobs, do the cleans, make the money, pay off the ad spend, and still have profit left over, right? To reinvest into ads again. And then a percentage of those people will convert to recurring. So you'll walk into the next month with revenue already. And then I would just start hiring cleaners. I mean, it's very straightforward and simple. I'm going to say it's super easy, but it is very simple. That's what I would do. You should take no longer than a week to start making revenue in the business. Well, if set up local service ads, Mike, but also at the same time, start joining your local Facebook groups in Boston and start introducing yourself. Say, hey, I'm Mike. I like to work out. I like to do this, whatever it is. I live in XYZ neighborhood. I like to do this for fun, whatever it is. And I also own a cleaning business, right? And you'll get a lot of people engaging with that post, and everybody that engages is now a lead that you can reach out to and ask if they're interested in having their house cleaned. So that's another good angle to take if you're waiting on local service ads to be set up. How do you subcontract workout? I mean, you just you make job postings just like you would for if you were hiring an employee on places like Indeed. Indeed's my favorite, so just go to Indeed, make a job posting, and then you start interviewing people. Then you make them an offer to work, and they say yes, and then you have them sign a contract. I have a video on the channel where I give out the contract in the description. I forget which one it is, but you can find that and use that to onboard them. And they sign the contract, which basically says, here's how you're going to be paid. Don't take our customers, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, it just comes down to continuing to interview people, screen them, and then make offers and have them go and do the cleaning for you. And then if you want more like legal processes, you can check out this. It's the CCDRA, which is basically the legal definition of this business is called a referral agency. So they have all the guidelines on this website that you need to follow so that you're compliant. So I really recommend that. I wish I could see the names of everyone that joins. Mike, when you're just starting out, dude, just focus on this. One cleaner and one acquisition channel, right? For you, that's going to be local service ads. Get that up and running and get one cleaner, right? Start booking the jobs. Then start focusing on working on another acquisition channel. That one being Facebook groups and Nextdoor. Okay. Then you have two acquisition channels up. And then you can start to think about optimizing your social media. It's not as important at the beginning, but if you can leverage it to do Instagram messages to people like property managers, building owners, custom home builders, general contractors, and start building relationships that way, then it can be really, really good because now you can leverage your social media to send messages and build relationships, which can also they'll send you jobs that you don't have to pay anything for, right? That takes a little bit more time though. So I recommend going with the low hanging fruit first. And then from there, start working on the other acquisition channels. No, I mean, Yelp worked really well for us in California. If you're not in California, I don't recommend Yelp. It's probably a waste of time. But Thumbtack can be good. Like we've got people who crush it off Thumbtack. It just depends on the market. So I'd recommend if you're going to test out Thumbtack, test it with a few bucks, see how it performs, and if it performs, great, and if not, then no worries. Janitorial accreditations, I mean, they're nice to have. They're not must-haves though. Not once have I landed a big commercial contract and someone asked me if I'm accredited with some association, right? Like I'm talking like big ones too, like $40,000 like monthly commercial jobs. They haven't even asked me for that. So it's like nice to have. It's like good selling points if you're doing walkthroughs. Well, my camera just got blurry. Hold on. If you're doing like walkthroughs and stuff and you have them and you can add them in like a nice pamphlet or something, then cool. But I wouldn't even worry about that stuff. It's important to know when you're starting a business, like the only thing that matters is generating sales, right? So what is the highest leverage thing you could be working on that's going to correlate to generating sales? And for the situation you're in, it's getting an acquisition channel up, a marketing channel up, and a cleaner. That is it. That's all that matters right now. Because there's a bajillion things you could work on in a business, a bajillion, and there's a bunch of things you can work on to make yourself feel real good. That's not going to move the needle. Do you have to spend lots on ads, Frank? No, you don't. I was just talking to Mike here about using local Facebook groups in next door. Like Mary and a mop does $30,000 a month with no ad spend. And it's because we built a reputation in our community. That business could be doing 60, 70, but my mom doesn't want to listen to me and hire a virtual assistant to start taking the phone calls for her. So, you don't need ads. I mean, some of the biggest cleaning companies don't even run ads. Do you get commercial offers from service? Yeah, 100%. You'll get stuff that falls in your lap if you by just running local service ads. You'll get like sometimes huge jobs just because they're like, hey, I need a cleaner and I don't have a house cleaner in my vendor list, so let me go to Google. And if you rank on Google, then you're golden. You never know what's going to come. Answer every phone call. Anytime, Frank. Where are you from? And just as a reminder, guys, I'll plug it again here. We have a free masterclass. I'm hosting a free masterclass tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, all about how to build these businesses from scratch. And we give a bunch of freebies out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'm excited for it. And I think I know you guys are going to get a lot of value if you go. So, no, I mean, depends what you mean by SEO. There's the link. I just put it in there. You rank higher with the cleaning business, the more reviews you get, right? So like I'll show you something. When we built Orange Window Cleaning, we had everybody and their mom pitching us for SEO services. And we were like, okay, like yeah, like maybe we can try it out. Never ended up doing SEO services. We just focused on getting good reviews. And then lo and behold, what happens over time, after 6 years, 7 years of this company being alive, you look up window cleaning in Orange County. Well, guess what? We rank number 1 on the map pack, and we rank number 1 even over Yelp just because we decided to focus on getting good reviews. And we are now the number 1 window cleaning business in Orange County to this day because we just focus on getting good reviews, right? And so if you do that, that's all I would worry about at the beginning. You don't need to be investing into SEO services until you're up to like 50, 60K a month. And your business can pay for it. So some sauce for you there. What else you got going on, guys? Talk to me. Anyone coming out to Vegas soon? Let me know. Okay, we got a couple here. Let's see. I live in mainline Pennsylvania. I focus on Airbnb cleaning. So far, I've been only reaching out to host via Airbnb platform. I serve 3 clients with 1 recurring client. What should be my next step to scale? Cyclista. Okay, hey, that's a great question. So you live in Pennsylvania. You've had good success in a certain market. So you've already proven you can get customers through the method you're doing, which is doing outreach. So I would just recommend do more of that, right? Also pair that with local service ads. Like Google local service ads is free money. You sign up for it. It's simple to get set up, and you'll get leads that are high intent that want to purchase. All right, so set that up alongside. Wait, how do I skip these ads for you guys? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let me know if you guys are seeing ads right now. I didn't mean to. I meant to cancel that. I didn't see it though. So focus. So I would just recommend if you want more Airbnb clients, which are great because you have to deal with the turnovers all the time, and when you have the turnover, you need to clean every time someone comes in and out, right? And so that's money for you every time. Just hit skip on the ads, guys. Sorry about that. But just keep doing more of that. Just keep doing more outreach. It's like Lisa, and you're only 1.5 months in, right? So like if you're in this business for the long run, keep doing that. Pair that with local service ads. You're gonna crush it, I promise you. And also, too, if you haven't, register for the masterclass tonight. I'm gonna talk about different ways to get customers, different ways to build and grow the business. So if you already have it set up, then it's gonna be super helpful for you. Do you suggest getting positive reviews from family members but having just one review a day so it doesn't? Yes, exact, Mike. Bada bing, bada boom, man. Whatever it takes to get the local service ads up. If you have to ask friends or family, that's all good. That's what we do. So it's like Lisa, just go to Google, look up on Google local service ads. There's gonna be a button on the right. Just click sign up for that. Um, and then it'll walk you through prompts to get set up. It's super simple. Just type in Google local service ads and go register. But I mean, hey, you got good momentum. 1.5 months in, you've got a couple clients, you've got some reviews. That's great. That's great momentum. Just keep building off of it. Of course, man. I hope. How long have you been watching the content, Cyclista? I hope I'm not butchering that, by the way. Should take a week to 2 weeks, Mike. I've seen faster, but on average, about a week to 2 weeks to get approved. Nice, nice. 2 months ago. Okay, so right around when you launched the cleaning business. Awesome. Well, I hope you're getting some value, man. We're gonna continue to post 2-3 times a week, man. Just sending a couple Slack messages. Post your questions in the chat, though, guys. I'll be here for a minute. Yep, you need 5, Mike. You need 5 to get reviewed. Oh, baby. I'm curious too, guys. We have a lot of people who watch the content in here. What content do you guys want to see? What videos do you want to see? Like really long form topics, like 10, 20, 30-minute videos on. Okay. Yeah. I can do Airbnb specific ones. That's good. That's good. I really like getting Airbnbs as customers. It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass as far as logistics go because they're turning over so often. But if you can do it and you can manage it, it makes house cleaning that much easier. Do you suggest doing the cleaning yourself until business? No, never do the cleaning yourself, guys. That's why we call it a remote cleaning business, right? Because we don't want you out cleaning the jobs. If knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have spent over 3 years in the field doing the cleaning myself. So learn from my mistakes, learn how to hire some cleaners and not do the work because your time is worth way more. What else we got going on? 6 people in here. Where's everyone from? Talk to me. Should I try to get residential cleaning jobs or just focus on Airbnb for my stage? I mean, it depends, right? Like I'd have to ask you a couple questions. So, like, are you full time in the business? Are you doing this on top of a day job? If so, I would just focus on what's already working. If it is your full time thing, then you should just be locked in your room, focus on generating revenue. And so, what I mean by that is continue to do what you're doing with Airbnb. And then on top of that, open up local service ads and start posting in local Facebook and Nextdoor groups so you can start building reputation and you have multiple channels of acquisition. So you start getting the leads in. As long as you do this stuff, house cleaning is so in demand and so proven that you'll get the leads. It's going to actually come down to how well you can hire cleaners. So for the stage you're in, I would say keep doing more of what you're doing, which is not the sexiest answer, but it will work because you've already proven it. So just do more and then open up a paid ads channel. If you open up the paid ads channel, well, now you're going to start paying to acquire customers. So now you know, hey, I can spend $1,000 every month and get X amount of customers. X amount of those customers will convert to recurring, which will give you a solid base of revenue that you're walking into every month. So if you do a good job at sending good cleaners out, you're going to start to stack that revenue every month. And so for you, it's just how do we get a more sustainable channel as you continue to get the Airbnbs going? Because what's going to happen is you'll continue to do the outreach and you'll land a whale for Airbnb who needs like 10 properties, 20 properties. We've had people do 40, 50. And so once you get that, I mean, that's going to be huge for you too. So what I was telling Mike Cyclista is SEO is not super important for you at this stage right now. It will be once you get to around 50, 60K a month. But what can easily help you out as far as just ranking organically and ranking higher, start investing or not investing, but start asking all your customers for reviews. And you already have 2, it sounds like. So continue to do that. And over time, you'll start to rank in the map pack, right? Which is this thing right here. Let me show you. You'll start in this, and this is just digital real estate, right? If anybody ever searches window cleaning in Orange and they live in Orange County, we're going to pop up, right? And so if you just do that, well, you're going to start to rank naturally. And that's all we did in order to get to, we got 65, 70K a month just from asking for reviews. So I'll show you another one. Let's do alpha, or let's do house cleaning San Antonio. Okay, so they're not ranked there yet, but you can see Alpha Elite Service. That's one of our clients. They're crushing it. They're doing about 60 some K a month in San Antonio. But, excuse me, they've only been in business for 9 months. And so they already have 235-star reviews, which sooner or later, they're going to start to get ranked in the map pack, right? Which I'm sure they're here somewhere. And you got a lot of franchises you're competing with, but the more reviews, the higher you'll rank, right? And so now we need to work on getting them ranked higher on the map pack. Yeah, so the payment process is all handled in Booking Koala Mike. So it's integrated with Stripe. So you can even set it up to where as soon as the job's completed, it auto directs the percentage that you want them to make right outside of the payment that your customer makes. So that's how it's handled. And then you can do it that way, or you can just pay them on a week by week basis through like Gusto or through PayPal or Stripe or however you want to do that. Hugo. So technically an LLC, like legally speaking, yes, but no, right? Like we didn't start with an LLC. We started with the sole prop, but it was a pain in the ass a couple of years later as we started to scale up and make more money because we had to switch everything over. So I recommend just file the LLC. Most states you can defer it. So I know New York's probably a more expensive state to file one, but you can just defer it. But I would recommend just getting it. It's the cost of doing business. Also, too, guys, I'm having a live masterclass tonight. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific. 7 p.m. Eastern. I know we have some new people in here. So I'll put the link in right now so you guys can go attend that. I'm going to go over start to scale, how to start and grow a cleaning business. And so Hugo, if you're looking to start this as a side hustle, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that tonight live. And even if you can't make that time, still register because we'll send you a replay link so you can watch it on your own time. Of course, Francie, anytime. What's the best way to communicate with cleaners and clients? Now communicate via phone and text, not too. Phone and text is fine. Like phone and text is totally fine. Eventually, as you grow this business, you can communicate with them through your open phone, so you're not giving them your personal. But you can pass that off to either your admin or your general manager when you hire that person, so they can handle all cleaner communication and scheduling and hiring and stuff like that. Payment is made on completion, Mike. So you're going to take your company, you're going to take your customer's card info, and you're going to pre-authorize the charge, right? So say you book a $400 deep cleaning, you'll pre-authorize the charge with their card info because you collect it on the phone. You'll make sure they have the funds. Then as soon as it's done, you'll call them. You say, hey, is the cleaning good? Are you happy? Yes. Okay, I'm going to charge the card right now. Pleasure doing business with you. And we're a new business. We're trying to grow. Reviews help us out a ton. It keeps us at the top of the ranking. So if you could, I'm going to send you a link right now. Would you mind leaving us a review? Yeah, I'll do it. And then follow up with them until they give you the review. Post more questions though, guys. I'll be here for a while. I'm just going to order some food real quick. I'm starving. About 80 to 100K a month. You want to hire the general manager. Reason being is when you hire the general manager, this is going to be a US based one. Now, when you get this person in at 80 to 100K a month, you'll probably pay them 60 to 80K a year, and which would be about 5 to 6 or 7K a month. And they're going to be able to run the whole business for you, right? And they're going to be able to manage multiple locations and open multiple locations. And so it's important that once you get to about 80 to 100 at about a 30% net, let's say you're at 100K revenue, 30% net. Well, now you put in the GM, pay them $5-6 grand a month. You're still cash flowing really heavily at healthy profit margins. But now you have nothing to do in the business other than focus on higher leverage things like opening locations and scaling the business. No, you're not. And you're not at the stage right now where you should think of hiring one. You are the general manager. Do you make them book through Booking Koala, or do you take information over the phone? So I have my Booking Koala open. I take the information over the phone, and then I implement it into Booking Koala. Right. So if I'm on my computer and someone calls me, I'm saying, "Okay, what's your information?" And then I'm typing it out in Booking Koala for them. But I'm not going to send them a link and have them fill it out. Right. They're calling for convenience. Guys, if you haven't already and you've been here for a while, hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Helps us rank higher. Right. Just like I tell you to ask your customers for reviews. I'm asking you for likes. Run that like button up. Like $500, Mike. 125 a week. My company is marketed as only serving Airbnb turnovers. How about this, like Lisa? Put your website in the chat, and I'll pull it up, and I'll give you some advice. Or just let me know what the name of your website is. I'll look it up, and I'll share my screen. It's Google Local Service Ads is weekly, I believe. Still, last I checked, it's weekly. Guest maids in what city? I think you said, yeah. What city is it? Mainline PA. Pennsylvania. Yep, I see 2 reviews. Okay, let's check this out. So this is Cyclista's cleaning business. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty bare bones. The thing is the website isn't super important right now. So if I click book now, it goes here to this booking form. And I would just plug in Booking Koala so that there's going to be a option here that says book online, right? So if I show you Marion a mop, I can go book a cleaning and someone can just book online, even if they have an Airbnb, right? So it's just much more professional looking and you'll be able to capture more info this way. I would also, I've been sitting on your website now for, I don't know, a minute or so, and there hasn't been a pop-up that's told me that I get some type of discount if I give an email. And so that's really important too, because you want to start collecting leads, right? You don't want to just start collecting the information of your buyers, but also leads because you can remarket to these leads. And so if you have an opt-in form, make it 4 or 5 seconds after they land on your website, pop up and it says, "Hey, 20% off your first deep clean if you just give me your name, phone number, email." And so people love a deal. If you can give them 20% off for just their name, phone number, email, that's awesome for you because when you remarket to them, you're going to start building your contact list a lot faster. So you can start remarketing the people that don't book because just because they're not a customer now doesn't mean they won't be in the future. And so an easy thing to add for you is just a pop up that asks for name, phone number, email, and offer them a 20% discount. And you can play around with the offers, right? But over time, you're going to want to add like city pages, like service area pages. You want write ups on each service you provide with keywords so it can rank higher. There's some low hanging fruit. When you hire cleaners, do you normally look for groups of cleaners that have established companies, or just solo cleaners not really, or just solo cleaners not really looking to expand and just want to work? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be harder to get the established companies to work for you because you're paying them 40, 50% of every job, right? Which is usually not enough for a lot of these established companies because they also on their end, they're investing into marketing and advertising and they've got a team to run the business. And so that's not going to be your ideal fit. Your ideal fit is going to be those solo cleaners who just want to show up and clean houses. And you'll find a lot of those on Indeed. Yeah, no problem. What else we got going on, guys? Talk to me. Excuse me. Is blogs important for my website? Not right now. Your website's not super important right now, sickly. So everyone, some people will say it is. It's not because you're not driving a ton of traffic to it. Now, I would say that if if you were, sorry, I was getting a phone call. If you were gonna drive traffic to it, then yes, but you're not right now. So, and I don't recommend it. Yeah, that's fine, Hugo. If they don't have insurance, it's not the biggest deal. Let me take this phone call real quick. Actually, I'm just gonna tell them I'll call them back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so what you do with cleaners that don't have insurance is you offer them a lower payout up front, right? And you don't want to be sending out cleaners that don't have insurance longer than a couple cleans. But what you do is to get them to trust you, you say, "Hey, it's fine. I'm just going to pay you a little bit less." And then when you do get insurance, we'll cover that by giving you a 5% increase, right? And so if I'm onboarding cleaners at 45%, I'll onboard the ones that don't have insurance at 40%. I'll give them 1 or 2 jobs because I still have insurance myself. So I'll give them 1 or 2 jobs. They'll do the jobs, they'll get paid. They'll be like, "Oh crap, I can make more money if I just get this $40 a month insurance." And then boom, you incentivize them to get their own insurance. Besides reaching out to hosts via Airbnb, who else can I reach out to get turnover jobs? So think about all the different people that can do turnovers. Apartment complexes are big, right? There's a lot of smaller like locally owned apartment complexes you can get on their vendor list. So those are really helpful. Um, Construction cleanups are great for you. So building relationships with home builders and general contractors, so that they can every time they're done with the job and done with the build, they're going to need a team to go in there and clean it up. Those are going to be $2,000-3,000 jobs every time, right? So if you can build relationships with those people, that's great. But also too, if you go to something like D7 Lead Finder, it's like $30 a month or something. It's cheap. You can pull a list of leads of different short-term rental management companies or short-term rental owners, and you can directly do reach outs to them via email or cold calls and start building relationships that way outside of being reliant on Verbo and Airbnb. One sec, guys. Sorry, I'm getting another phone call. Post some questions in the chat, though. All right, that's the last phone call, guys. I gotta call some of these people back, so I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here. But guys, I'll be answering more questions tonight. I'm doing a live masterclass 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna go through the whole run through how to start this, how to grow it, how to scale it, and how you can actually make money on the side of your full-time job if you have a full-time job, or if you're looking to eventually replace it. I think it's a great business. It'll teach you all the skills. It's tonight. I'll be live 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'll go ahead and I'll plug the link in here if you guys haven't got it. It's in the description as well. And even if you can't make the time, guys, still register because I'll send you the replay link and you'll get a lot of value from it. So click that and register and put it in the chat. And then I'll be going live most days. So if I didn't get to one of your questions or I missed something, just hop in any of our lives and I'll take care of it. But hopefully see you guys tonight. It was a pleasure. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.